What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick and this is Full Throttle Cars. Today we're going to be replacing the old Pioneer head unit in my 350Z with this new Apple CarPlay unit from Boss. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, so the first thing I've got to do is undo some of these wires already. This is not going to be really a tutorial, I'm just showing you kind of what I'm doing, so that way maybe you have somewhat of an idea, but this is not a tutorial I want to mention, because first off, for two reasons. First, this is already an aftermarket system that was in this car, it's not the factory system, so I'm replacing one aftermarket system with another, which hopefully should be a little bit easier than doing the whole thing, replacing the stock system with an aftermarket one. You can see I have a PAC OEM 1 sound system interface, which should hopefully make this easier. That was already in here. I did some research on what that does and some different stuff with that. But right now I just got to get rid of all these wires from the old system so that way I can splice in the new wires from the new system. Alright guys, so I cut all those wires off from the old system. I'm going to be starting to install the new wires and hooking them up to the ones I just cut from the sound interface here. I am going to be using some crimp connectors just to make it easier. I already had a whole bunch from doing the hand clutch system on this 350Z. If you want to see those videos, there'll be a link down in the description below, or there'll be a card at the top of your screen to go check those videos out as well. It's a really neat series. I hope you guys check it out. But yeah, we'll get back to installing this radio. Again, I'm just using crimp connectors. You don't have to use these. I just had a whole bunch of them, so I decided to use them. Alright guys, so I have this all hooked up now. I'm going to go under the hood, reconnect the battery, and try and start up the car. I haven't started this car in probably about 2 months now. A month and a half. It's been sitting here in the garage while I've been working on it. But now we're going to be starting it up. We almost have the hand clutch done, but first off we have this new sound system in here, the new head unit. I'm going to check and make sure it works before I put everything back in, all the center console bits and stuff back in. So yeah, we're going to start up the car, and hopefully the car starts, and hopefully this head unit turns on. Alright guys, the car is started. That's the first good sign. No battery lights, so that's good. Alright guys, so you just saw the car start up, fortunately, except for the radio did not start up, so that is kind of unfortunate. However, there was a simple fix. I did not have something plugged in that needed to be plugged in. I'll show you guys here. This cord right here goes in here where it is marked radio. I don't think you guys can read that. Maybe you can. Either way, that needed to be plugged in. I didn't think that needed to be to turn on the radio, since this strand here has the 12-volt accessory power. However, that does need to be plugged in order for the radio to work. So simple fix. I wish I just plugged that in to begin with. But yeah, now we're going to get this whole thing started and get this all put back together. Alright guys, that was the last screw. This entire center console area, except for this portion right here, has been put back together. This is going to stay open for a little bit because I still have to finish my hand clutch, which I have to run one more thing down through here. So this is open for now, but this is all put together. The stereo system is up, so I will turn on the accessory power in the car in a moment and show you guys all about this stereo system. I gotta check it out for myself too. Alright guys, so here's the new Boss CarPlay system that I installed in the car. We'll go right over here to the home page first. This thing is pretty intuitive. It's got pretty good touch, pretty good feedback. You got your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto. I did not install a rear view camera, but you can put one in here. I think you can actually put multiple camera angles in here too if you really wanted to. You've got lots of different options, USB, SD cards, AV, you got Bluetooth calling, which is really nice. But I will plug in my phone here real quick and show you guys the CarPlay. So to plug in my phone, I wired these two ports right here. They come with the system. I just wired them underneath the center console to come out right here. So it looks pretty nice when you can just close that down and you can't even see them. So there is two ports that come with this. One right here for the CarPlay system, and then another one right here just for a standard charging cable. So you can actually charge two devices in here, which is actually really nice. I've also got a microphone down here in the bottom, you can see, so that way you can use hands-free calling and stuff. You can talk through this microphone, which is nice for voice commands presumably. But I'll get this phone plugged in so we can check out the CarPlay. Alright guys, so here's the CarPlay portion. You can see all the standard apps. You've got your Boss radio systems down here, and that's what you click on to go back, or Boss audio systems, that's what you click on to go back to your home screen. Then of course you just click CarPlay to go back to the CarPlay. This is very responsive in terms of touch, also very good visual display, very good graphics. It looks very clean, very nice, very new. All the apps on here are just your standard CarPlay apps that you'd have on your phone that will work with any CarPlay system. Of course, this thing just does work very, very well. I wouldn't see any reason except for maybe audio quality to go with any other more expensive system than this, because this thing just looks so nice. It really modernizes the interior of this car. This 350Z, you can see, is kind of, it doesn't age poorly, I would say, but it definitely doesn't look new, especially when you have the old head unit in here and the old radio unit. This definitely just does modernize this car so much, brings it up a notch on the interior. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this video today. If you enjoyed, be sure to go down, drop a like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of that Boss CarPlay unit. I think it really makes the inside of that car look a lot more modern technology in there. I just really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get this thing out and drive it some with that new unit. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.